Hey, good morning. We're, we're gonna fix Social Security and Medicare so it's not bankrupt. Anybody like to do that? We've been waiting 25 years and we got nothing out of DC, right? Which is typical DC, right? They love kicking the can down the street. So I want to do a couple of things. What's the problem? That if you fix it, you fix the financial problem. Two, what has the Social Security trustee been suggesting to fix this? Why are those things probably not a good thing? And then three, what are the three things you do that actually has a huge impact on the economy if you fix the bankrupt problem? And so let me go through them. First, what are the problems? So the biggest problem was the guys in the Brain Trust and FDR fixed the retirement age, and they fixed it almost right at life expectancy. Huge error. Life expectancy is already increasing a bunch. Why you would fix it is crazy. In fact, if they had allowed it to float up retirement age with a life expectancy, we're not talking today. Right? We're not here. We'd still be taxed 1% of the first, what is it, $130,000, right? So that's the first thing, big error. Second one is Congress kept expanding the scope. It used to be just for the poor people. Let's fix them, make sure they're okay. Now Bill Gates gets a check, and for that matter, Joe Biden and Donald Trump and all the rich people, they don't need the money. What the hell are we doing, right? So two big errors. Second, if you look at what Social Security Administration, trustees have been recommending for 20 years on the fixes, they are twofold, and they're awful. Just so you know, they are awful. The first one is raise taxes. Right now we're paying 7.65%, right, of our first 130 or so K. They're suggesting you have to move that to 15.1%. So that median income family that's got about 80K in earnings is now paying about $6,000. That's going to jump to 12. You want your kids taxed like that? I don't. The other opportunity, big opportunity, is cut the benefits for the people in the program by a third. It might work for rich people. I got to tell you, the poor people are going to freak out because most people, 50% of the people are trying to live on these small tithes that they get from the government to live in their elder years. It's crazy. Anyway, the whole program's kind of a mess and sloppy, and there is a fix, though. So what's the fix? So let's go back to the first error, not floating the age in the beginning. So right now we need to increase the retirement age by about 2.5 years just to take care of the increases this century in life expectancy. So if you move it up to 69.5 and then you float it along with our life expectancy is 78.5, so about 9 years. If you keep floating it up or edging it down if life expectancy goes down, which it may this year, then you actually lock in the cohort pretty well. So you fix your budget pretty easily and you don't have these wild increases like we're having right now. In the number of people coming in and longer lifespans that we continue to have to pay for. So float it up. Second one is make Medicare a fixed benefit. Two, so we can means test it. Means testing isn't a bad thing. In fact, it's a good idea. Because if you means test just the top 5%ers, which probably have more than enough money to live on, they don't need help, right? Bill Gates doesn't need any help. For that matter, neither do Donald Trump or Joe Biden. So that's about 15% of the $1.7 trillion we pay out in the two programs. The additional 2 years takes about another 15% out. And if you means test everybody, like me, I'm not a rich guy, but my calculation said 10 or 20% of my cost could be paid for by me out of my Social Security check and Medicare, right? I can pay for some of that. I can pay for more of it, right? I can use less money. And there's a lot of people, from the median income up, they can give a little, right? What you wind up with is about 40% of the dollars, 40% of $1.7 trillion. Can be cut out of the budget, and that money can be saved by individuals in something called a 501k. It's like a 401k, but it's a 501k. It's for everybody, because not everybody can get into a 401k. So what does that translate into? That means that of that 7.65% you're paying in retirement taxes now, about 4.65% you could start saving. That's nice, right? So what happens over 40 years? Well, there's $100 trillion in savings and investable income to grow the economy with in all these personal nest eggs. Additionally, even the poorest guy, 50% of the people get to retirement now with nothing, right? Even the poorest guys have 100 grand in the bank, you know, so that's not bad, right? Anyway, so that's how you fix this. Anyway, that's a start. If you want to know more, go to the site, go to the website, look under plan. There's a press release in there you can look at. Anyway, I'm Tom, trying to make this short. Talk to you soon.